So this is really just a house cleaning kind of announcement. If you don't really care about the details of the channel, you don't have to listen. Essentially, the channel began because I had another channel and I was doing a lot of Star Wars stuff, but I wanted to do some Game of Thrones content, but it was getting a little unwieldy, so I thought, well, just make a channel that's more like fantasy oriented and that would concentrate more on fantasy and sci-fi as well as behind the scenes material on that stuff. So I did this channel, started off with Game of Thrones, then it evolved more and more into Dune and other things, and I did other topics with it, including some political topics, but concentrated mainly on Dune and Game of Thrones. And then more recently, I've done, of course, things on Scientology and cults and Hollywood news and things like that. And that's where the channel evolved into its current state, as well as political commentary and things like that. And I guess the Scientology stuff sort of falls in between in terms of being, frankly, about fantasy too, but from a different angle. Now let's get to the monetization issue. Well, as far as I know, and I should really stress, I have a very basic understanding of YouTube. So I will, of course, if I do get approved, because you have to apply for monetization, doesn't mean you'll get it. I will try to, of course, monetize certain things, but leave certain other things not monetized. I think, for instance, the recent tribute to Doug, I should not monetize for obvious reasons, but again, I have a very basic understanding, so don't yell if it's still showing ads. Again, first, that could be YouTube, not me, but I will try to not monetize certain things, which I think make more sense in terms of the context and issue, and just wouldn't feel right to sort of try to monetize those things. I will also have to try to get rid of a few videos, and if you are a hardcore fan of the channel, you'll notice certain things have gone away. That's not necessarily me. YouTube has removed them or gotten rid of them. There's a lot of things behind that, which I'm not going to get into right now, but basically, they just will just get rid of. And that is also with the comments. Certain things will be done I am not aware of. That could be just YouTube, and I cannot control that. So there are things I can control, things I cannot control. I am on the platform. I do not control the platform. I think people need to really be aware. Yeah, just because you have a channel does not mean you control everything in the channel. Things will be taken from you, whether you like it or not. At this point, I will try to keep concentrating more or less way I've done things, sort of spreading out the content. But of course, I should listen to subscribers, so I will try to put up some polls in the future in terms of people want me to focus on more on certain topics. I will try to do that. But so far, the method has worked in getting people, although it took a while. But if you have any major requests or complaints, then you just put it down below. I will try to address them. But again, I am starting out. This is totally new territory in terms of the whole thing, getting like 1,000 subscribers, monetization. I really don't know how to operate these things. I'm just doing trial and error, and that's where I'm coming from. So it could be me or YouTube. It could be both of us. And just please be patient.